Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Let's go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine.
This is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
No.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Morton. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
But right now, he's on the outside of that MVP race. What's it going to take for him to get it done down the stretch?
You're right, on the fringe. But, hey, it's Week 14. There's still a month left for him to make a lasting impression, have some scintillating plays, and then who knows?
Yeah, those scintillating plays, those splash plays, those plays we'll talk about for the next week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
To the top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a big.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jordan Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
You know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
It's a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Bond. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this is good.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A first carry now for Thompson. They go play action. Now Thorson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll run it now out of the gun. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 1st and 10, it's Thorson. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. Completed it. No yardage. Here's Thorson. This is caught by Jackson. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offensive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Thorson, play action. And lucky to get away with one there. They run the counter. It's Thompson, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Now Thorson, gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now this throw caught left side. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 2nd down now. Bond.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Pirine. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. Here's Pirine. And he gets the 1st down yardage. The drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Murray. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Zerline's kick is up and through. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Thorson. Right side caught by Jackson. Thorson looks to throw on first down to Thompson on the screen. And shutting him off, now open field.
You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. 2nd and 10 now for Thorson. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Thorson looks to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morton. Murray now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Chris Carson has a touchdown run. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. James White has scored a touchdown there. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
We think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with P-Ryan. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Time to panic, but that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. We praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. Bomb. And only able to muster a couple.
Not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Forces 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Surely no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And able to get this one across the 45. Thorson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This is Thompson. So 3rd and long. Here's Thorson. And this is going to be incomplete. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Thompson.
2nd and 3. Ready, go. The 13-yard line.
They go with Thompson again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this is going to be caught. It's good. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Morton. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a late starting position.
As officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run with Thompson.
Let's break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Escapes the defender. A gain there of 21 yards. Number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll go again with Sanders, and he's going to come up well shy of the first. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now a fake on the give. Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now this is into the weekend in the NFC. On first down, Bond. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to fight. It's caught inside the 25. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morton. Now Murray again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Murray to air it out again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Call it a gain of 5. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Hand off to Thompson. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go play action. Now Thorson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones. On 3rd down, it's Thorson. And that will be incomplete. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10. Murray. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. Gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Throwing now is Murray. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. Again, a run with Thompson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And his kick is right there. It's good, and at 40 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Morton. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown.
If they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51.
Ready?
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.